we invited the participation of labor. We made many, many phone calls, and frankly, our phone calls just weren't returned. So, I'm willing to compromise, and I was hoping that people would meet us in the middle. And let me say that everybody that spoke in opposition, all the caregivers, I want to say to you that I think that you're all angels, and I appreciate all the wonderful work that you do. And I am not trying to take away the money that you make, that you work very hard for. You're very dedicated to your patients that you take care of. My friends, this is a voluntary program. There is no state mandate here. And I think one point that was missed is that the demand for this probably is more than we're able to afford. There was an example that if you had somebody that said, yeah, I'll be willing to care for your dad, and I'm going to sleep for 8 hours. I'm not going to get paid for those 8 hours unless I'm interrupted. However, as a part of that deal, I get 8 hours of straight time, and I get 8 hours of overtime. So instead of making $23,000 a year, that worker is now going to be making $53,000 a year. But what's a concern for me, and is that this is my third and final attempt at the bill. You got to learn that no means no. But at the last hearing that we had, the committee said, we want to have a bill like this, and we want certain things in that bill. And I listened to each and every one of the members of this committee, and I incorporated every recommendation that you wanted in this bill. We said that you need to have a written agreement, that you have a uninterrupted, appropriate place for sleeping, where you can get privacy and you can sleep comfortably unless you're woken up and you get paid for that. I heard that we need a long care solution. My friends, we've been talking about this for 3 years, and it's unaffordable for a majority of elderly people that need care that can't afford to pay for 24-hour on-the-clock care. And they're either going to be stewards of their children that are going to bear that financial burden, or they're going to be institutionalized and possibly even at more of a cost to the state of California. So there is no long care solution that the state has entertained, and it's going to be the status quo going on that we're going to say just tough luck, senior citizens. Just you're going to have to deal with it, because our concerns are more with labor's false concerns about this bill. This is all smoke and mirrors. If it was a mandatory program, I'd understand the impact to workers. This is a voluntary program, 100%. You don't want to participate? Don't participate. There are some people that are looking. It might be a small subset of the workers that are represented here today, but there are some people that will get benefits, where it's a win-win situation, where they're going to save money on rent, they're going to save money on traveling, and they're going to provide for dignified care for somebody that needs a continuity of service from one face that they recognize. But I also understand that labor's got a strong influence over this body, and sometimes it gets in the way of doing the right thing. I'm going to support doing the right thing, because a lot of senior citizens need this care, and they need it in an affordable way. People are living longer, they're outlasting their savings, and can't afford $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month to have somebody give them the quality of life they worked their whole lives to have. Again, this is a voluntary program. People don't have the electability to participate or not.